So, we got a video request. By we, I mean me, on my very lonely YouTube channel with like 3 videos. Um, I don't know, that's kind of funny to me. No, it's not funny at all. Uh, but we chillin', we chillin'. Today we're gonna compare and contrast religion. Oh boy, it'll be a fun show tonight. Yeah. So let's just jump right into it. We got Christianity on the first hand. Am I right? It's really cool and all. I mean, like, they got Jesus. Jesus is a cool guy, from what I've heard anyway. I've never met him. I've never heard from him. Just, but he's also got the Bible. That's pretty cool. Bible's really cool, actually. It's a big book, kind of like a big game of telephone, from down the ages. It's an Abrahamic religion, which means they all got one guy named Abraham who's like really old. He had like all these kids and stuff. Like, it was crazy. The guy was really bored, but he had a special connection with God. So God was like, you can live a long time, just have lots of kids and make them pray to me. Just like, there's all these kids, and then they make like these tribes and stuff. That's pretty cool. But that's all a part of Judaism, and Judaism is like Christianity part 1, and then like Christianity is like part 2, and that's what we're looking at, because they got the Old Testament is basically just the Torah of the Bible, and the New Testament is just like part 2 of the Torah, but it's like called the Bible and it's called the New Testament. So it's pretty cool. I think I got a Bible somewhere. Hello? Yeah, it's a big book. It's a lot of years. Either way, they're a fancy bunch. A lot of their like religion spread by like, talking to people. Oh, one kind of not so great thing was that they did was the Crusades. Whew. That was interesting. Hey, guys, you're all gonna have to leave. God kind of, he said that all this is ours now, so get out. So, what Christians, like the Christian faith, what they mostly believe is that as long as you believe in Jesus, that like you're saved and you'll go to heaven. Also, you gotta be like nice to people and stuff. A great verse that like shows that, or like a book from the or verse like something from the Bible, something great that shows that is John 3:16. What is it? What is it again? Basically what it says is God gave his one and only son. What was it? Yeah. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life. Yeah, that's what it is. So that's their whole belief system, basically. Alright, so that basically wraps up Christianity. Now we move on to the fun stuff. We'll move on to Buddhism. Oh yeah. So something cool about Buddhism is well, I mean, like, it's right in the name. I guess Christianity is the same way, Christ and everything, but Buddha, he's got other names too, but I'm not even gonna try and say it because I know I butcher it and I don't want to disrespect anyone, but he's also known as the Enlightened One, and the entire religion is based around his teachings. Some of you may be asking, like, bro, what were his teachings? That's exactly what I'm here to tell you. He was like, hey, so Hinduism, that's pretty cool and all. I like your idea of the whole caste system, but instead, we don't want to be a high class, we don't want to be a low class, we want to be exact medium. If you get rid of all the things you love and all the things you hate, you've achieved something called Nirvana. Nirvana, besides, the cool band that everyone loves, and it's like, yeah, you know them. Like, yeah. So besides being a cool band and everything, it's their idea of almost like an afterlife, and it wraps up their whole, like, it's all into one big, you're cool to other people, you're cool to yourself, you get heaven. Kind of like Christianity, but like it's not really a God involved, you know what I'm saying? The most confusing part about Buddhism is it's books, you know? Not gonna lie, I googled it. This is confusing. There are three books that they read. They're non-canonical, so you can read them in any order. Jeez, nope, not even gonna try. Two of the names are really just out there, right? I don't want to butcher them. And then the third one is the Tibetan Book of the Dead. All three of them contain Buddhist teachings, his discourse, and then some of his pupils' teachings too, which I think is really cool. One good quote that I found was the root of all suffering is attachment, which kind of is an overarching theme in the main belief system about letting go of your attachment to all your good things and all the bad things, because people can tend to get attached to both. And once they finally just let go, they can achieve nirvana in their next life. I've dragged this video out long enough at this point. It's reaching 6 minutes, and really, if you're still here, props to you. But these religions are worlds different. It's insane, right? Like, that's easy. The difficult part here are the similarities. So some of the similarities that there are is, like, in both religions, you got to be nice to people, you know? Like, that's kind of one of the core beliefs of this religion. Both of them anyway. And then another one is there's like a set of rules that you have to follow to make sure that you get to the afterlife. Something that's different is Buddhism. There isn't as much of a central God as there is in you know, all of the Abrahamic religions, and just you know, what's his name? Jesus, yeah. Christianity. Another difference is where Christianity only has one book, well, two books, or you know what I mean, one book, the Bible. Buddhism has three, and yeah, I think they're both pretty cool religions. Do what you want. I'm not your mom. Just want to thank you guys for watching so long, or if there are multiple of you, sticking with me for a really long video. Check out my buddy on SoundCloud at Lil Cajun. Check out my other buddy on YouTube at Goat Malone. Yeah,